Okay. In this video, we're going to talk about what interest rate. It's going to be around 30 video, 30 video, 30. Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about basically interest rate. How does it work? 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 Can you listen me? Can you listen me? Are you are you concentrating? Those who are watching this video, are you present? Do you have your mind? Do your mind is still here or thinking about something else? If you are thinking something else, just keep thinking. I don't care. I'm just here for improving my speaking English. Not English, just communication English. English is some part of that. Okay, so what's the topic? Today's topic is interest rate. What does it mean by interest rate? Interest rate is referred to the percentage of a loan amount or investment that is charged or earned over a specified of the period of time. Let's play a crucial role in various aspect accept होता ACCECPT I think so. If not, don't roast down me. I will keep learning in the future. Don't do that, please. Okay, serious mode on. Serious mode on. Just like Elon Musk said in L'experiment podcast. You are Russian. You can't be. You are Russian. What's that? You are Russian. To L'experiment. Come on. You are Russian. Something like that. I forgot about it. You can't be serious mode. It's an starting phase or starting code. Some if you watch it out, experiment channel, then you can saw that. Okay, that's not about experiment podcast. It's about interest rate. We are here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the interest rate. What does it mean by the interest rate? Interest rate refer to the percentage of the loan amount or investment that is charged. Investment referred to the percentage of the loan amount or investment that is charged or earned over a specific period of time. They play a crucial role in the various sector of the economic, finance, and personal finance. It is so. It should be. If you're not charging, you're not accepting any charge from the customer who's over take your loan, who's over take loan for you, loan for themselves, and not charging, and you are not charging any interest rate for them. Then how should you will grow as a service provider? How you grow in your sector? That's the main question. So it's an what? It's an crucial point. It's a major point, not crucial. It's a major point in order to survive in your economy, finance, and personal finance planning. That's when it's at. Now we'll move to the next slide of this. What can we see in the next slide? Okay. There are some bullet point out to be there, like type of interest rate, factor affecting interest rate, use of interest rate, effect of financial planning, historical trends. All these things we are going to read about. I need to buy a chair. But first focus on main core concept of creating this channel. Material thing can be then material thing can be what? Then material thing can be purchased. What if you haven't reached your goal of creating this channel in terms of the core concept that you have created for that, and all else here material thing have purchased for that, then I think it's not a great idea to it's not a great idea to keep moving in. After some time you will get bored down, because You're just focusing on material thing, not your core concept, bro. You need to keep first. You need to keep first priority your core concept. For that you are hustling nowadays. Then only watch. Then only keep moving. That's it for what I want to say. Who's over watching this video in the future, so laughing at me. What's the thing you are doing, bro? You just here to explain a topic and you are singing a song, not singing. What does it call? BGM. You are playing a BGM of a song. I'm not playing. You are singing a BGM of a song. Twin. Not BGM. It's or singing a twin of a song. What can I do, bro? I just think to sing. I just thought about singing that. I just thought about that singing. I just did it. Is there any problem in that? Do you think is there any problem in that? Huh? Do you think it's there a problem in that? If you're not enjoying the process, or that you are creating, if you're not enjoying the process, then you can't will be reached at a specified path. Okay, now we are going to read about the what's the type of the interest rate. Nominal interest rate. This is stated interest rate on a loan or investment not adjusted for inflation. Real interest rate. This is nominal interest rate adjusted for inflation, providing a more accurate picture of actual return on an investment or the true cost of borrowing. Effective annual rate, also known as the annual equivalent rate or annual percentage yield, the amount of compounding and provide more accurate representation of total interest earned on or paid. Factor affecting interest rate. Central bank policies. Central bank like a Federal Reserve in the United States influence short-term interest rate through monetary policies tools like federal fund rate. Inflation. Higher inflation tend to be led to higher nominal interest rate, a lender's demand composition for ending purchasing power of money. Economic condition. Economic factor like unemployment, GDP growth, consumer confidence can influence interest rate. Perceived risk associated with loan investment can affect the interest rate. Risk behavior or investment typically face higher interest rate. Market forces, supply and demand in financial market also play a role in determining interest rate. When demand for loan is high, interest rate tend to be rise. Yeah, it's not a true fact. Uses of interest rate. Borrowing. When you borrow money, you typically pay interest rate to lender. Interest rate can significantly impact the cost of borrowing. Investing. Interest rate affect the return on various investment vehicles such as saving account, bonds, and certificate deposit. Monetary policy. Central bank uses interest rate as a tool to control inflation and stimulate cool down economic activity. Valuation. Interest rates are used to financial model to determine the present value of the future cash flow. This is important in areas like corporate finance and real estate. Effect on financial planning. Individual and consider interest rate while when making financial decisions such as buying a home, mortgage rate, saving of retirement, investment, return or choose. Business assess interest rate when making investment decision as higher borrowing cost affect profitability. Historical trend. Historical trend. Interest rate can be significantly over time. For example, in the United States, there have been a period of high interest rate. Example, the 1980s and the interest rate. Example, post 2008 financial crisis. All these are five things we have read about, like what is the mean, what are the different type of interest rate. It's a normal interest rate, regional, real interest rate, effective effective annual rate, factor of effective interest rate, uses of interest rate, effect on financial planning, historical trend. That all thing we have written. Now next to the next slide. Okay, interest rate reflect the cost of borrowing money on the return or investment for lending money. This is they are determined by why various factors are the reflection of supply and demand of the fund in financial market. How interest rate reflect the economic and financial condition, supply and demand for money. When there is a high demand for money, borrowing interest rate tend to be rise because the lender can change more for the use of their fund. Conversely, when there is a low demand of money, interest rate tend to be fall because lender may have to compete to attract borrower. Central bank policy. Central bank like the Federal Reserve and the United States play a significant role in the setting short-term interest rate. They usually tool like the federal fund rate into influence on money supply and consequently interest rate. Central bank may raise interest rate to combat inflation and lower than the stimulate economic growth. Their action have been cascading effect on the broader interest rate environment. Inflation expectation. When people expect higher function inflation, lender will demand higher interest rate to present by the decreasing purchasing power of the money they will receive in the future. Conversely, lower inflation expectation will lead to lower interest rate in lender accept the low return when they anticipate that the value of money will remain relatively stable. Economic condition. A strong economic condition such as low unemployment, robust GDP can lead to higher interest rate because the businesses and individual are more likely to borrow money for investment and purchases. Weak economic condition on interest on other hand can result in lower interest rate, and central bank are trying to increase borrowing and spending, stimulate economic activity. Risk premiums. Interest rate reflect perceived risk associated with leading to borrowing. Riskier borrower or investment typically command higher interest rate to compensate lender to additionally risk of their taking. Global factor. Government policies and regulation, market sentiment. All these things we have read about. What are the different factors that led to increase inflation and lending money on the return on investment. Last point is left. Market sentiment. Investor and consumer sentiment have can short term effect on interest rate. Positive news over the economy or financial market can drive rates higher, which while negative news can be push them lower. These are some questions we are going to discuss about. Only 30 minutes has passed out in this video. 2 minutes is left. Let's complete that video. How do central bank influence short-term interest rate and why it's control? Why it's control important for economic stability? Central bank influence short-term interest rate by setting their policy rates such as federal fund rate in United States. They used to like open market operation to manage the money supply and adjust their rate. Controlling short-term rate is crucial because it affects borrowing cost for businesses consumer, which in turn influences spending, investment and overall economic activity. What are the difference between the nominal and real interest rate? What is important for investment or what you have to consider both when making financial decision? Nominal interest rate represent the stated interest rate without adjusting the inflation, while real interest rate account of inflation. What just I'm doing there? The borrowers should consider because real interest rate tells the to purchasing true purchasing power gained in the lost investment or loan. Economic inflation can lead to misleading financial decision. Question: how does an yield curve provide insight into future economic condition and what does an I just have to do this kind of I just need to do this thing. There is no what I just don't seem to like doing home work of home is a kind of same for in that, I don't know, you can do multiple time, you can do any kind type of thing. Describe the impact of the rising interest rate or affordably or mortgage and a housing market. How do credit rating and bond mature rate influence the interest rate or corporate bond? Why should investor consider these factors when investing in? Explain the concept of real interest rate party in the international financials and impact of the exchange. Already 15 minutes has been passed in this video. We'll see you next time.